leads us to Burn the Witch, which I think
Mm-hmm.
I had to watch the beginning twice just to make sure I understood the concept of the show. But once I got it, I was in. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I do think dragons are corny. I'm gonna be real with
Yeah.
you. Like, for a long period of time, like, I'm like, yeah, dragons are just whatever. But this show, the way they use the dragons, so smart.
It makes you forget about all those tap out shirts with
It
dragons.
really does.
Yeah.
It really does. It makes me go like, yo, like, I would have a dragon. I love that. So, like, just to break it down, in this world, there are people who are in charge of monitoring dragons to make sure that when they go on rampages that they take care of them and they don't hurt the general public. That's basically it at its core. And there's like these groups of people, and you can gain experience points and money for taking care of dragons. And we meet these two female characters, and they're really good.
Mm-hmm.
They're both very distinct. One's in it for the money, one's in it for the fame, but they're also trying at their core want to protect society, which I think is really smart. Is really a good backdrop to the whole excuse to have dragon fights.
Right. Exactly.
It's a great excuse to have dragon fights. And when you meet them, and they're really funny, and they're not annoying. They're not like, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not like just strong for being strong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You kind of see their limitations in a way where you're like, oh, we're gonna see them build.
Yeah, they're definitely not like the strongest characters in the universe.
Yes.
Right off the bat.
Yes.
Or even are like particularly like special, because there's like another guy comes in later who's like clearly one of the tops, and he's like way stronger than them.
He's way stronger than them, and that guy, his character design is so funny. Even his dragon, he reminds me of these guys I grew up with who would take like Subarus and soup them up. Does that make sense?
He's got a souped up dragon.
He's got a
spoiler on it.
He's always got to yell and announcing everything he does. Like, he's the guy who would wear a dragon on his t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
And that's what they put in the show. And it's just like, but he is cool. He is cool.
He is
you're like, God damn it, this guy's cool.
That's a cool furry jacket. You got. That is pretty sick.
He is Dragon Killmonger. He really is. He's just like yelling his dragon's name. He's like, he does like a little like roll head nod when he like announces his moves.
Oh yeah, dude, the spray. He puts his like sick mask on, which I think has no functional purpose
because he can still talk. Through the mask. So it's just like, why is it? This is all aesthetic. You're very style over substance.
Rickenbacker. He's got his like. His high top.
He's got a high top fade, like with blue hair, and he just like. He's just very commanding. Even his boys are like his underlings are wearing hoodies as well.
Oh, the Inks! It's so funny. Yeah, they're like
the Inks.
Dude, how about that? I love that the Burn the Witch. They hit you with about 14,000 vocab words.
Yes,
and
the world building is like, we don't care if you're keeping up or not.
No.
And it's a really quick pace.
Mm-hmm.
But they do slow down at certain points. There is this moment between one character and a dragon she picks up out of the streets, which I loved.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was a good way. And then when you see what happens to that dragon, it's like, I got emotional. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I got emotional. I was like, oh, this little thing is now this thing, and it's very smart how I thought they like introduced that dynamic and what these things can be.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought they did a really good job of teasing what a dragon rampage can look like. And then seeing what it can actually do, I was like, "Oh, this is brilliant."
Yeah, when it's just like
Yeah,
just really going off.
Yeah,
I really liked it. I'm excited to see more. I just don't know. It's the release of it is like so weird.
Can we talk about Balgo?
Oh yeah,
Balgo is the guy who kind of causes all the trouble.
Uh-huh.
I love him as a character.
Yeah.
I love how like he is basically they do a good job, I feel like, of basically what would a average man be in this world, and it's Balgo.
Yeah. Who just like trips and stumbles into this world, basically.
Yes. Yeah. He's like kind of like their Shaggy of the group.
And then his little dog is
Scooby. Yeah.
Pervert Scooby.
Pervert Scooby. Yeah. They have a little dog that wants to see everyone's panties. It's really endearing.
Well, that is another thing about
I was like I was watching, I was like, "Oh, you're going to be a toy." You are a toy. Yeah. A sushi. I was like, "You are a toy. I want one." I want a keychain.
Just sprouts out the wings. Are your keys?
Yeah. I thought it's a really good setup. It's supposed to be a movie that they cut into 3-episode chunks.
Mm-hmm.
I apparently what's the rumor about this show gonna be?
So what's going on? So there's gonna be a season 2 of the manga, which I've never heard of that. But I don't. So because I don't know. So the one shot came out like 2 years ago, and then recently leading up to the movie, they did like 5 chapters in Shonen Jump.
Okay.
And then they're like at the end of it, it's coming back for season 2.
So
in Shonen Jump, I'm like, I don't know what that means.
So wait, it's coming back in the Shonen Jump, season 2 of it.
Yeah.
So we just saw, I guess, season 1.
Yeah, basically, that's kind of where it ends. They kind of they kind of do like a Frankenstein of the one shot and the chapters, and that was like the movie.
Okay.
Used to be some parts of the one shot is mostly about how they meet Balgo. It's kind of like how he gets into it, but they kind of take some parts from that and
like remix it into the episodes.
Yeah, remix it into the episodes.
Got it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I think it was popular.
Would you say it's something you'd recommend?
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely would recommend it too.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it.
It's got like elements of like Sailor Moon meets like the whole like I don't know like I don't even know what I would call the dragon elements part. I'm just like this is like super.
Yeah, they're dragons by like in name only, kind of. They're like I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, the big dragons look like dragons, but a lot of them are like they'll be like it's just like spirits.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
And then, like they add elements of like fairy tales to it as well. And I'm like, okay, I see where this is going. I think
it's set up a really interesting world.
Yeah.
Which is connected to the Bleach universe in some way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe they'll do something in the Bleach anime that will like kind of open up roads or something.
I think it makes me want to go watch Bleach. So I think if that's probably good for Shonen Jump, and then
yeah.
So I think if anything, I would be interested to see if this leads a lot of people like me who've never watched Bleach to go back and like, oh, I want to check this out and see what this is, so I can learn more about the lore of the world.
Look, I hope so. I need friends. I need more friends on my team.
Hey, Damien, I don't want to do this podcast anymore.
I can't. Your opinions are not great.
And also, I don't like Drive anymore either.
You made me not like Drive because Bleach was so bad.